Joe, after the disappointment last week, do you feel like the guys sort of responded and gave you the performance that you wanted from them?
Absolutely. I thought the performance this week was a lot closer to where we want to be as a template moving forward in Test cricket. I thought we drove the game pretty much the whole time from that first session and on day one, and that was really pleasing. You know, we got ourselves in a position of strength, and no point did we really let them back in. Which, you know, after a difficult week like Manchester was, it was exactly what you want from your team. You step up, and throughout the whole series we've shown a lot of character. At times we've been outskilled, and you know, we've been sloppy for the odd hour here and there, which has cost us, but we've always fought very hard. And you know, that's a very pleasing thing to look at moving forward. There's always things you want to get better at and learn from, but that's something that's quite hard to instill in players and in a group. So hopefully that'll be a massive stepping stone and starting point for us to really kick on as a team now.
As captain, what does 2-2 look like as an achievement to you? Obviously, with the way Steve Smith batted through the whole series, and for you having no Jimmy, for example, for best part of 5 tests, does it look like a decent scoreline for you, or not so much?
Well, it looks a hell of a lot better than 3-1, that's for sure. You know, I think it's probably a fair result if you look at the whole series. People might disagree with that, but look at Lords and things could have been very different after that game. Yeah, I mean, you can look at ifs and buts, and you know, if he'd not got runs and if Jimmy was still playing, things might have been slightly different, but things go in a certain way and you have to adapt, and we didn't do enough to win it back, but we've, you know, certainly put in a performance this week, and which meant a huge amount. You know, to level this series, I think was really important for us as a side, and we'll take a lot from it moving into the winter.
You said that this performance was sort of a blueprint that you'd like to see the way England will play. Do you think there's that much change required to this team, or do you think the sort of basis of it is there?
The basis is there. I think there are conversations to have in the next couple of weeks. It's been a long, gruelling summer, if you like, with a number of different challenges that we've never had to face before. And I think for a lot of it, we've responded well to it. You look at the this week in particular, it looks like we're just starting to get to grips with Test cricket after a very long period of one-day cricket, and we've got a period now and an opportunity in the next 2.5 years to really push and do everything we can to prepare extremely well for that tour of Australia. So you know, that's going to be a huge focus for me, and I'd like to hope for English cricket.